Let my hands be free for painting all the colors that I see. The whole world is my canvas when I set my brushes free. Let it come through me. Let it come through me.
Hi, welcome to the show. We are going to have such an incredible time today. We are at the Kinney Azalea Gardens in Kingston, Rhode Island, and it is an absolute explosion of color here. There's pinks and fuchsias and reds and whites and yellows. We're going to take some photographs of these incredible flowers and take this back into the studio and do a really fabulous painting. I'm going to show you photographs that I took at the Kinney Garden, and we're going to be working from that today. Let me tell you what the colors are. We have titanium white, cambium yellow light, yellow ochre, one of my favorite workhorse colors, cambium red. And as you can see, that's a little bit similar to this azalea, this red azalea. We have magenta, which is a beautiful color. And these flowers here are in the magenta family. And we have dioxide purple, which is a beautiful, beautiful color. Cerulean blue. And then we have our beautiful Prussian blue that I love so much. Today, I'm going to put an undercoating of pink under the whole painting, so we're going to have this glow coming through. To tell you about the brushes I'm going to use today. This is a beautiful little pointed brush for detail work. This is my little rigger, if we want to make it into little branches or twigs or whatever. This is my little dancing fan brush. And then here we have a flat, a 12 flat. We've used this a lot. You can see this is one of my favorite brushes from all the paint on it. This is a big brush, and this is the brush we're going to be putting that pink leg in, or that pink background in. That's a 20. I'm going to wet this. I'm going to mix a little of that cambium in with the pink. Oh, that's such a beautiful color. It really kind of looks like the flowers. The watercolor paper is 140 cold press. It's a nice thick paper, so it will not buckle. Oh, that's a really great color. I love that color. I love the Kinney Garden, and the gardener is an artist. I know that Monet said that the greatest masterpiece he ever created was his garden. And this is kind of fun because you can see we have all this energy. It's not perfect. I don't want a perfect lay-in. I want it to have, you know, little brush strokes. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just draw in it begins to give me an idea of structurally where we're going, and the composition is really nice because we have everything going in toward the center here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to put some colors in the sky. A little Prussian blue, mix a little bit of white with it, and just put a little of this in here. Just came up with. And this is the energy of the sky. You know, it might be fun to have some little clouds in here. Just a few little clouds to break it up. Like that. And like that. I'm going to just take a little white and put that in there. Because that's going to be that's going to be a focal point in this painting. This is the really exciting part, is we're going to start to put these flowers in. And I've got them right here, and I look at that beautiful, beautiful color. And it looks to me a lot like the cambium. So I'm going to just start putting it in like that. And then we're going to have a little of this pink. We're going to have a little pink over here. I'm thinking about this whole area here, and I know we should have some green. We're going to take some of this Prussian blue, and we're going to take a little, oh, that's so great. And then we lighten it up a bit. So we're going to hit a little of this green in here. And I think maybe we'll take a little yellow in there. And then we know down here that it's going to be a little green because it wasn't obviously totally flowers, although it felt like it was, because we don't see that many flowers en masse. Now we want some darks in here because we need the contrast, and the way we're going to get those contrasts are these dark evergreen trees. So we go back in to the Prussian. You've even got a little purple in there. There were some trees going right up in here. That was not quite as dark as I wanted, but that's okay. We can go back in and make it darker. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to imitate what does a tree do. A tree grows up. So I want to have the brush strokes going up like that. I'm thinking also, well, let's have a variety of shape. This is farther away than that, and that's closer. So now we're going to go over on this side, and we want to make a variety here. So these trees are going to start, we're going to have them going way from the top. Different colors, different shapes. Let's put a little of this yellow in here like that. That'll be, oh, look what it's turning into. It's turning into an evergreen. And we're going to have something over here, down in here, and what I want to do now is I want to take a look at what's going on here. This whole area in here where the path goes in, I want to make that, you know, a little more interesting. It comes along like this, we're going to look at that, and then it comes out, and we're going to have it going like that. And that makes it a little more interesting. And then what we want to do is we want to have green on the side of this little gate going back in there. Even a little yellow. And then on the other side of the gate, we're going to make the other side of the gate right here. And I think what I'd like to do is bring down some of this absolutely beautiful, beautiful color. So we're going to come down. Look, oh my God, look at these flowers. They're so beautiful. I'm sure you can see them there. And then I think we'll add a little white in here too, because white always makes everything jump. Now I think what I want to do is a trick that I often use is I turn the painting upside down so I see it in a different way, not in a logical way, but in a design way. I see one thing that we don't want. Do you see we have a dark over here? That draws the eye there. We want the eye drawn in here. So I'm just going to take this, and then I think we need something really dark in here to counter this. Maybe even take some of that purple. I think we might need something a little bit higher in here. And I think what might be nice is to carry one of these just down in there a bit. Let's make this little gate going right through here. And there might be something just wonderful back in there. You know, maybe we're going to make something like that. We want to make the shape a little more interesting. Take it down in there. There were white flowers too. Okay. Now, what I'd like to do is turn it back. I'm going to put a little figure in here today. We don't make the head first. We make the body. So we have a figure here. And there's the head. And then we'll have another figure next to that figure. Right here. We'll have these figures just, going through that garden. They're walking through there. Maybe they're even, here's a head. And we'll even have them holding hands. And then we'll have maybe even a little shadow. And this little shadow is going to ground them a bit. I think it looks really nice. And of course, I always want to do more because I get so excited with the flowers. But this is it today. So I'll just sign my name on here. And voila, there is the painting for today. Flowers at the Kinney Garden. Join us next time. Please check my website, mimisamus.com.